For now in Helsinki, I'm joined by Valérie, a French MEP and leader of the Renew group in the European Parliament. Valérie, for how long do you think NATO can stay out of the war in Iran?
Let's be clear, this is not our war. And a shift of attention on Ukraine would be a huge mistake. Europe's security is Ukraine's security, and Ukraine's security is Europe's security. Russia is the first threat for us, and that's why we have to be fully committed and to empower ourselves.
But what we heard from Mark Rutte, the Secretary General of NATO, yesterday was that, well, the United States is really helping in this war with Ukraine and Russia because of the negotiations at the table. Now Marco Rubio is saying, if you don't help us in Iran, we won't help you with Ukraine and Russia anymore.
Ukraine is not a bargaining chip. And this is not, Iran's war is not our war. We stand here today in Finland. This is the longest border between the EU and Russia. We have to defend Finland. We have to defend Ukraine. We have to defend the EU. And this is our top priority, and it remains.
But France and the UK and several other countries are part of a sort of a joint coalition to maybe resecure the Strait of Hormuz. Now, they say it's when the hostilities end, but they're part of that. Do you think that maybe the Europeans will need to put their shoulders to the wheel, help the Americans in order to get some payback for Ukraine?
This is not a question on helping the American. This is a question of securing the Hormuz pass to make sure that energy issues is not so harmful for Europe.
But do you think that the Europeans can do anything realistically anyway in the Strait of Hormuz, despite the fact that, of course, the European economies are really suffering?
As I said, this is a question of energy security. Also, what we have done until now at the European level is also to move on environmental transitions. What this war shows us is our weakness. We are too dependent on fossil fuels, so we have to move on and to be more independent.
And the point you made there, obviously, we're in Helsinki, which has the largest border inside NATO with Russia, and a country that's very much leading the way when it comes to preparedness. Thank you very much, Valérie, for that this morning.